I'm Gina Wilder, and I'm running for president of the Wilder household. Vote for me.
Hey, I'm Dad, also known as Drew. Vote for me for the president of the Wilder household.
So this is what Mommy wants you to do. We're gonna make campaign posters, right? But this will be a campaign poster for you. I want you to write the things that if you were running for president, you would say like, I'll make sure no naps, or I'll make sure everyone is nice and kind, and we'll have equality for everyone, and no bullies. And what are some other things that you'd want if you were president? You want everybody to wash their hands if you were president?
I know what I would do if I was president.
What would you do if you were president?
I would have dessert after lunch, dinner, and breakfast
Whoa.
every day.
Okay, then that's what I want you to put on your campaign poster. So Mommy and Daddy's gonna make one ourselves, and then we can look at them and we'll talk about the things that if you were president, what you would do. What would you want if you were president?
I would want no bullies or mean people in town.
No bullies or mean people that live in your town?
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
So I'll make sure everything is fair.
Oh, I like that.
So, if you vote Dad for president, as my sign says, vote for fun, vote for Dad. We got some fun, we got some candy, and we got late bedtimes. We also have everyone's favorite colors, right? Purple, red, blue, and pink. So, I think the choice is obvious. I think the choice is easy. Vote for Dad.
Mom for president. I will promise that dessert every Friday, yummy dinners, 4-day homeschool, more Disney princess dresses for all my girls, more homeschool field trips, no nap time, personalized cuddles every day with each of my children. I promise you, I will get you to Disney World. Daddy may not want you to Disney World, but Mommy does. Mommy will keep her promises. I can tell you that I will keep her promises. And for my son, I promise you more books, more interesting books, and more Magic Tree House books. Vote for Mommy. So I ended up getting some books. A lot of them were recommended, and then I started buying some, and then I couldn't stop. But these are all great books for Election Day, talking to your children about voting and their rights. And a lot of these were just like, Vote for Our Future, Lift as You Climb, The Story of Ella Baker, We the People, the United States Constitution Explored and Explained, She Was the First, The Trailblazing Life of Shirley Crinslum, sorry, I feel bad for saying that incorrectly, Future President, An ABC of Equality, The Next President, Lillian's Right to Vote, and V is for Voting. And so these are great additions to our library, but also these are great books for Election Day, and I thought I would share. V is for Voting.
Good afternoon, viewers at home, Wilder Kids. My name is Jacob Berry. I will be your moderator this afternoon for the first annual Wilder Presidential Debate. I have with you longtime incumbent Drew Wilder, leader of the House, versus up-and-coming challenger Gina Wilder, also known as Mommy. Today I expect a productive debate. There will be no interruptions for either candidate. I will expect the Wilder Kids to be silent while I ask the questions, please. We will have a discussion time after each challenger has had time to discuss the questions. Drew and Gina, you will each have approximately 1 minute to answer the questions. I will start off with incumbent Drew first. Mr. Drew Wilder, your viewers at
First, I'd
home.
like to say good morning to my fans and to my family. Good morning, guys. Good morning.
Very well, Drew Wilder. Okay. First, I would like to ask you a question that your viewers at home would love to know. What are your views on Disney World?
Oh, Disney World. Disney World is a great place, and when the time is right, we will go to Disney World. But I want to make sure the time is right so you guys can enjoy every aspect of Disney World. Do you want to ride all the rides at Disney?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I were to say that we could go to Disney next month, would you say yes, we can go to
Okay,
Disney?
Ms. Wilder, I'm going to ask him a follow-up question. Mr. Wilder, what is your definition of the right time to go to Disney World? Because I know your viewers at home would like to go before they're 18.
Yes, before 18, definitely. I will propose next spring. Next month is too soon, Miss Wilder, but next spring might be appropriate.
Mr. Wilder, why do you feel like it's appropriate for your children to wait until next spring instead of going next month as they wish to do?
Yeah, so you guys will all want to be 1 year older. So our oldest has already turned 8. We have another child turning 7, and the youngest will turn 4. So our youngest will be able to ride the rides that she needs to when she's 4 years old.
Okay, thank you for your response. Ms. Gina Wilder, I'm going to ask you the same question as I asked Mr. Wilder. What are your views on going to Disney World?
I think we should have went to Disney World last year. Our kids have been begging for it, and they have been waiting patiently for their father to take them. I think we should have been able to go last year, but that doesn't matter. Now, we shouldn't worry about what we could have done. I feel like we now can go now. Disney World is beautiful during the Christmas holidays, and that's why I feel like we should be able to go now. Not waiting until some non-existent spring. I'm saying during this holiday season, we should go to Disney World.
Okay, so by non-existent spring, Ms. Wilder, do you mean that spring is not going to be spring whenever it comes up next year?
Exactly. I don't think
Yeah,
that...
I don't like the
Excuse me,
assumptions that Miss Wilder
excuse me.
said.
I'm sorry,
Excuse
Mr.
me,
Wilder, you
I'm
have time to
talking
Miss
right
respond.
now.
Wilder would say I would lie. No, thank you.
I'm talking right now.
Next spring. What do you say, kids?
Are you finished?
What do you guys say?
Mr.
Yeah?
I'll be
Wilder,
finished.
Mr. Wilder, I'm going to have to ask you to refrain. Let your wife finish speaking, please. Ms. Wilder, continue.
I know that you can always promise sometime in the future, sometime later. I'm giving them in a date. I say I would like to go during the holiday season next month. I can promise our kids we can get there as long as Daddy says yes.
Okay, Mr. Wilder, one last question for you, and then we'll move on to a different topic. What is the pros you think of waiting a few extra months as your kids turn an extra year older? Or two of them turn an extra year
So
older?
as we know, we want to make sure that we can ride all of the rides. We also don't necessarily want to go during the holiday season because it's more busy then. So there's going to be more people there, there's going to be longer waiting lines. And if you guys want to stand in line and just wait at Disney, by all means go next month. Or you can wait and go with me next spring when there's less people and we get through these lines faster.
Ms. Wilder, you have 30 seconds to respond.
Springtime, spring breakers, that is also a reason why you don't want to go. Also, age is not a requirement for you to be able to go on the rides, it's height, not age. Also, Disney, during the holidays, the best time of the year, the perfect time of the year, the happiest time of the year. Mommy likes happiness. Does Daddy like happiness?
No.
Okay, and with that, our viewers, we are going on to the next question. Ms. Wilder, on this question, I will start with you. What is your views on nap time?
Nap time. I personally feel like my kids are past nap time. They don't need nap times anymore. Them going to nap during the afternoon makes it harder for them to want to go to sleep in the evening. And so I say, no more nap times for the Wilder kids.
Mr. Wilder, what is your response to that same question?
I
What
would
are your
say-
views on nap
I
time?
would say this is an outdated policy that we haven't done nap time in a long time already. So I say you take nap time if you want. If you're really tired and grumpy, you take it if you want. If you don't want nap time, you don't have to take nap time.
Ms. Wilder, do you have anything to respond to that?
I think
Right?
No, I'm saying that you just said what I just said. I said there's no nap times.
Yeah, because there's already no nap times.
Because I enforced that. I put that policy in. If it could be up to Daddy, there would be nap time. Nap time until you're in third
That
grade.
is a lie. That is a straight out lie. I've never said you have to do nap time until you're third
Yes, you
grade.
do. You're the one who says, "Oh no, nap. Our kids will be fussy. They don't need a nap."
When they were younger, when they were 1 year old, now we have 8 years, 7 years old, and going on 4 years old. right?
Why?
Mommy is the one that is here during nap time, and I'm saying no nap. And he may think that he's saying no nap because I'm saying no nap will get him the presidency, but I know that I will make sure that my kids will get no nap time.
Okay, well, let me follow up with this question with you, Miss Walter. You are currently at home with your kids most of the day, every single day, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you have both stated that currently the policy is that there are no nap times. So are you stating that every day that you're home with your kids that they never take naps?
I'm stating that I am currently not forcing them to take naps. If one were to fall asleep on their own choice, that I am not going to be against that, but I am not enforcing nap time.
Okay, so you are stating that you never did send them to bed, correct?
I am saying that I am not forcing my children. I am saying I am not forcing my children to take nap time.
Okay. Mr. Walter, do you have anything to follow up with that?
I would just reiterate that to my audience, you haven't done nap time in a while. You know it's your choice if you want to do nap time or not. So that's really not a reason to vote for mommy, because you get to decide your nap time or not anyway. Thank you.
Okay. And I have one last question to ask you too. And I know that this is something that is on our viewers' minds daily. What are your policies on desserts? Mr. Walter, I will start with you.
Yes, I would love to start with, I started desserts every Friday night. So before it was all flip-floppy and we didn't know, and Daddy came up with a great idea, Friday dessert nights, right? And everyone knows those Friday dessert nights, from pies to ice creams, to candy, to different things, right? So I would vote for Daddy if you want to continue to see things like Friday dessert night.
Ms. Walter, I will ask you the same question. What are your views on desserts?
My views on desserts are, I am planning to make sure that desserts are made by who? By mommy. Mommy will make the desserts. You can put in requests for those desserts, and I will make sure that every Friday you will get those desserts. You may say that there's dessert every Friday night, but if mommy does not make it, then there is no dessert. So I will make sure that I personally will make sure that every Friday will be dessert night.
And I'd like to rebuttal that and ask the audience what
30
they
seconds.
had.
30 seconds.
Just think about, what did you guys have for dessert night this past Friday? Was it a homemade item? Or was it a Frosty or ice cream from a store that Daddy drove you to and got it to?
It was Halloween. Trick or treating.
No, trick-or-treating was last night, but what about the night before?
Sir,
that
Did we do
30 seconds left.
Okay, Dairy Queen, just
Not to
remember
address the
Dairy Queen!
Dairy Queen,
Dairy
ice
Queen was
cream.
mommy's
Ice
idea.
cream for everybody.
Dairy Queen
Dairy Queen and ice cream
We
for
can ask our
everybody.
daughter,
Thank
White
you.
Tiger,
Thank
who
you.
It was mommy's
suggested
idea.
ice cream after voting. It was
Our
mommy.
daughter did.
It
Not
was
you, our
mommy.
It
daughter
was
did.
mommy.
And our daughter
It was mom.
I'd just like to end, dessert night does not mean mommy making a dessert every.
Okay, this is going to be our discussion portion of the debate. We will refer to your kids on this portion of the discussion. We will start off with White Tiger. White Tiger, would you please stand? White Tiger, you now have the opportunity to ask both your mother and your father one question in which they will both have 30 seconds to respond to. White Tiger, what is your question?
What is your favorite animal?
Our favorite animal.
Okay, Mr. Walter, we'll
man.
start with you. What is your favorite animal?
My favorite animal, I'm gonna have to probably go with a little puppy, right? That we talked about possibly getting next year. So that would be my favorite animal.
Okay, so your favorite animal you state would be a little puppy that you
Yeah.
have talked about getting with your kids next year.
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Walter, what is your response to this question?
Our response to that question is that we've been promising the children.
What's your favorite animal, baby?
Yes, I know.
Oh, okay.
We've been promising our children a puppy for the last 8 years. And so my favorite animal, I will say, is a tiger, a badger, a cow, and a panda.
Okay, Cal, what is your question that will decide on as to who
What
you will?
favorite number is your favorite?
What favorite number? Yo!
Okay, Mr. Walter, what is your favorite number?
Yeah, my favorite number is number 3.
And Mr. Walter, why is that your favorite number?
Cause Cow is 3 years old.
What's your favorite number, Mom?
My favorite number? My favorite number is 4 for 2 reasons. 4 because I have 4 children, and 4 because you're going to be 4 very soon and you won't be 3 forever.
Panda, what is the one question you would like to ask both candidates that will decide on whether or not you will vote for them?
How many times do I get tablet time in a day?
Ms. Walter, we will start with you. The question was, how many times will your son get tablet time in a day?
I can promise you at least 1 time, 30 minutes, and then depending on how well you're behaving that day, I can promise you 2 30 minutes. So altogether 1 hour in 1 day, 30 minutes guaranteed, and then another 30 minutes if you behave.
Okay. Mr. Walter, what is your response?
You know, since I'm not home most of the day, I don't know if it's as important as how many times you'll get on the tablet or how long, but what you get to do while you're on the tablet. And I do know we've talked about Minecraft lately. And so as president, I might have the power to get Minecraft put on your tablet.
And now we will move on to the conclusion of the presidential debate. So to wrap up tonight's debate, first of all, let's thank both of you for being very candid with each other and candid with me and candid with your viewers. I would like to give each of you a minute's response to state why you think you would be the best leader of the household presidential candidate. Ms. Walter, we will start with you first.
Okay? So like I said, I will promise that we will get our children, the Wilder kids, to Disney World. But not only that, I promise them more cuddles during homeschool and during the whole day. When daddy's away at work, mommy will cuddle with you. Mommy will make sure 4-day homeschools. And also, 4-day homeschools does not mean that, oh my goodness, we're skipping out on certain subjects. It means that we will work harder those 4 days so that we can have that extra 1 more day of more fun. I also will make sure that I'll get you more books, Panda, more Magic Tree House books, more fun books to read. Mommy will get you more princess dresses. All the princess dresses that you will want, Mommy will get it for you. And I, again, will promise you that I will get you to Disney World. I don't know what Daddy says he can promise, but when he says dessert, who makes the dessert?
Mommy! Mommy.
When he says, I won't make you go to nap time, who's there for nap time?
Mommy!
That is all.
Mr. Walter, you have 1 minute to persuade your voters why they should vote for you for president.
Okay, so I just want to bring you guys back a little bit, okay? Let's keep it simple. Mommy has all these different things she just keeps talking about, right? Let's keep it very simple. And I'll say, candy for you, candy for you, candy for you, candy for you. If you like that, if that was exciting, vote for Dad.
So right now we're getting the kids ready to vote. We have a voting booth and a ballot and everything, and you can see our little process. And yeah, we're super excited to show them the process. They've already been with us to the to go vote, and so this is kind of reinforcing that. But I'm super excited to show you and bring you guys with us.
This is what the ballots look like, okay? You're gonna vote just for one. Mommy is up here, Daddy's right here. You have to color in the box of the person you want to vote for, okay? Usually you have an ID, but we're just gonna ask you your last name. When you give me your last name, I'm gonna give you a ballot. You're gonna take the ballot and I'm gonna give you a number to go to, okay?
Okay.
You're either gonna go to number 1, 2, 3, or 4, okay? And your vote is very private. You don't have to tell anybody who you voted for, okay? So when you sit down in privacy, you'll vote for Mommy or Daddy, and then you'll bring your ballot to the end of the line. All right? Our helper Jacob / moderator will help you fold it and put it in the box. All right? Does anybody have any questions about how to vote?
It's time to count the votes.
The 2020 Wilder House election results are in. Panda, are you ready to start recording the results?
Yes.
Okay. One vote for Daddy Wilder. One vote for Mommy Wilder.
Oh.
One vote for Mommy Wilder.
No.
One vote for Daddy Wilder. Yes. One vote for Daddy Wilder. One vote for Mommy Wilder.
Oh no! This is the last one. Here we go.
The last vote for Daddy
Yes! 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 Booyah! Woo! I really want to thank, first off, my family for voting for me as president. I just want to let you guys know this is just such a great day for the Wilder household. There's no more questions about who's the boss here. Obviously, it's Daddy Wilder. So candy and fun every day. And even those of you who didn't support me, I just want to let you know tonight is a late bedtime night. So thank you so much.
All right, guys, that's it.
Election day.
I did not win. I'm kind of salty about it, especially since I felt like I have way better things that I was promising to my children, and somehow candy was the winner. Candy.
Simple, it's simple. You gotta keep it simple.
And so y'all heard Drew said that he was going to take the kids to Disney this spring. You guys heard it himself. Do you have something to say?
So that is a promise as president I will work on. Yeah.
Someone's already fitting very, very well in his presidential role. And yeah, so we just wanted to, I guess, just talk about some of the questions the kids had. They had really great questions. But it was just nice to talk to them about the whole process. And it was just really nice to just talk about it.
Yeah. I think the best part was probably Badger decided she regretted who she voted for. And so she actually started crying at one point because she wanted to go back and change her vote. And so she actually regretted voting for me because mom said she would take them to Disney sooner. So we got to talk her through with that, but it's a super important lesson for her because if she was voting, let's say, for the president, and then she voted and regretted like instantly afterwards, you know, she'd have to wait 4 years, whereas we're only making her wait 1 year.
And it was really, we talked her through it, and we told her she couldn't change because in reality you can't change once you vote. Once that ballot is counted, then boom, that's it. Yeah. And so you have to wait, and that's pretty much, so that's what we talked to her through it, and she's more calm about it now. But it, you know, it is what it is, and I feel like this talk isn't done because I want to talk about who didn't have rights to vote and then who had to fight for their right to vote. There's so much more we have to talk about, and so this was just a great introductory for us for them.
And the kids got to vote.
And and you saw our little mock, like little boots and everything.
Cal tried to get 2 ballots. She wanted to vote twice. So. You know.
And so it was great. It was awesome, and I'm going to remember who voted for me. I'm just gonna say that. Bye, guys.
Bye.
You just said no to candy. She just asked for more candy.
So she let everyone know that she voted for mommy. I don't want to give a mommy supporter any more of my funds.